Sure to Cook.
Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Be Sure to Cook. Today we're going to be making white chocolate cranberry cookies. So stay tuned and let's get started.
Hey, it's Be Sure to Cook here. We just received this beautiful custom cutting board from cuttingboard.com and we are so excited to share this with you. Cuttingboard.com specializes in premium sustainable cutting boards, and they went above and beyond with this custom design just for us. It's just not about the look. It's built to last. Look at this board. It's a beautiful board. It's my design and I love it. And it's custom made. Get your board and get your design and you're going to love it too. Customboard.com has all the best brands like John Boo and so much more. You can even get your own board custom made with your name or your own design. If you're ready to upgrade your kitchen with a cutting board like this, just click the link below. I want to give a big thanks to cuttingboard.com for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to click the link below. Please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time.
Okay, I've got 1/3 cup of dry cranberries. You can actually get these cranberries in your store and it usually goes into salads. So this is the cranberries that I'm using. It's dry cranberries and usually they put these raisinets, they call them sometimes. I'm taking these raisinets and I'm going to rough chop these. Sorry about that. We've got 1 stick of unsalted butter setting out for about an hour to get very, very soft for room temperature, and that's what we need. Okay, I have a large bowl, and I have this large bowl because we don't want that flour to be flopping around into this bowl. So if you have a hand mixer, which is one of these, you can do it with this. You can actually do it with a spoon, or if you have one of those KitchenAids, you can also use that. But I'm showing you how to do it without all those fancy things, which I do have a hand mixer I'm going to use, but you don't have to. You can always have your spoon. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up this butter and we're going to put it in here. And I've got, I want all of this butter because, you know, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I put it in there, but look at all that butter that's left behind. Okay, I want all that butter because that's my cookie recipe. So I'm going to take my spatula and I'm going to scrape the rest of that butter up. Getting all that butter. Okay, these cookies are going to make a small batch of cookies. If you want more cookies and you're doing a lot of cookies for a bunch of kids or you just want them in your cookie jar, just double everything that I do and you can make a bunch of cookies. Okay, I've got a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Some people want to do light. Some people want to do dark. I like light. I think I just don't want my cookies all real dark. And because if it's dark, they're baked dark. I don't want them dark. To me, but you can do them any way that you want. Let me put this over here on the side. And let's go ahead and let's cream this up until it gets nice and smooth. And I'm going to start on low. Okay. I take it, that's why I got a large bowl. I take it from the side and pull it up. And I let it spin so it can stay in the bowl so I can get majority of my ingredients back into the bowl. Now I'm going to scrape this down before I add my other sugar. Okay. Making sure I get all that ingredients inside this bowl. This is a 1/2 cup of granulated white sugar. So I'm going to add that in also. And we're going to mix that just like we mix our first. Let's mix this until it's light and fluffy, but we don't want to over mix this. So look at me.
sure.
Okay, I'm going to mix this. Perfect. Look at that. And I'm just smashing this, mixing. I'm trying to get all the butter and everything off the sides of the bowl. Okay, the next step we're going to do is we're going to be putting in our other ingredients. Okay, now we're going to add in a half teaspoon of baking soda. And make sure you get all that baking soda. And I'm going to make sure I beat that. I don't want that to go in there. Yeah, okay. Great, baking soda. You're going to mix this baking soda in your cookies well, very well. You're going to mix it. You're going to like just fold it. You're going to fold it and smash it in there. And you want it to be mixed very well. Okay, now we have a half teaspoon of salt. We're going to do the exact same thing we did with the baking soda. Ready? Okay, make sure you incorporate this just as well as you did the baking soda, because we want all that in there. Okay, now, there you go. Now I'm going to crack this egg, and I'm going to make sure it's not discolored or anything. And that is a beautiful, beautiful egg, and I want all, I don't know why I'm like that. I want everything, because they said one egg, one egg. Let me clean up my hands. I don't want nothing to spread. Okay, so if you want to, you could take this egg and you can beat it up with your hand mixer just to get it smooth if you want, or you can do it by hand. So I'm going to get that egg out. And when I said what I said earlier, I mean, I wanted to wash my hands because I didn't want to have any salmonella anywhere on my hands or on the table or any of that. Okay, so I'm going to mix this by hand. And like I said, if you want to get the blender, you can do that. And you can mix it with a blender or even a handheld blender that you have to, you know, turn. They got those little turning ones. Those are good too. But when I was little, we didn't have all those gadgets. Well, my mother wasn't a big cook. She cooked, but it wasn't her strong thing to cook. I was the biggest cook. I love cooking. So she just got what was necessary to make, you know, the food with. But she never did, you know, go out and get gadgets and stuff because that wasn't her forte. She didn't like cooking. You know, some people like cooking, have a passion for cooking. And some people don't. Some people's like, hey, you know, I'm just going to throw this together as long as I eat. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? I'm like having actually passion for cooking. I always did. That's why I started cooking when I was about 6 years old. I just started making cakes, cookies, I mean, whole dinners. I really wasn't a baker as much. I was really a savory person. And that's what I stuck with. I mean, I can bake, but I just don't bake like that. Okay, I've got 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And you want to make sure you get the good stuff. I've got to get another one. I got to scrape this out. I have to have all of it. Okay. I love these spatulas. I use them for everything. I've got a whole bunch. But I got my favorites. I keep using them and using them until they look so raggedy. I've got more. I've got tons of these things. But I've got my favorites. And then once they get old, I get rid of them. And guess what? I replace them with the new ones I got in there. I mean, I love spatulas. Okay, I'm going to do the same, just like the mixer. Just pretend you're a mixer. That's what I do. Just pretend like you're a mixer and you're mixing it up. And you're getting it in there good. And you're mixing and you're folding and you're making sure you get all of that good stuff in there. That's what I do. And it's becoming a nice, creamy, velvety color. This is how I used to make it when I was younger. I had no gadgets. And honey, those cakes would be so soft, or these cookies would be so good because I put my love into it. And if I had to do this all night, I would. Okay, this is 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So we're going to add half and half. So we're going to add a little bit in. And then we're going to kind of take it and we're going to kind of fold it in. And smashing it, fold it, and make sure it gets really incorporated. And while I'm starting to do this, for the simple fact is I want this to be incorporated as much. Then I'm going to take the rest. I'm just going to add the rest. Anything that's stuck, I told you I hate. I have to get everything. And I'm going to continue to do the same. Okay, we're going to mix in 1/3 cup of ocean spray diced cranberries that we cut up. So we want these all in here, and then we're gonna fold, spread it, and like fold these in to give it a beautiful texture, a beautiful look. We're gonna smash this and make sure they're all in there. If you want more, you can, but you want to leave some cookie. You want to leave some cookie, folks, because you don't want all those cranberries in there. And you have so much stuff in here that you won't even taste the cookie, you know. Okay, I've got 1 cup of white chocolate chips. You can get any white chocolate chips that you prefer to get. Make sure you get a good white chocolate chip that would melt really good. I hate those I hate those white chocolates and those other, the dark chocolates when you get them in your baking cookies and they don't melt. So make sure you get a really good cookie. Get a good brand of your choice. 1 cup. We're going to do the same by tossing these around just like we did with the cranberries. Okay, after you mix these up, they're going to be a little bit like a little sticky, but once you can actually cook with them now, or you can put it in a container, put it in the refrigerator, and they'll thicken up. And all you got to do is get your scooper or get a spoon and scoop them out, and then you can put them on a tray and you can get to baking them. I've got a takeout container that I have, and I am going to scoop all that cookie dough in here, because when I getting ready to take my my ice cream scooper, I can easily just scoop it out and put them on my tray and bake these. So make sure you get all of this out and use another spatula if you got it, or your hand or whatever. And you just want to scrape this off and make sure you get all of this good stuff in here, because that is all in okay. Cookie. This is my chocolate chip cookie, and it's stiffened up really good. It's stiffened. All I got to do is just dip out, and all I have to do is get to baking. These are great to make for your kids, for guests that are coming over, for, a party, or just to get together with guys or get together with the women. It depends on who you want to get together. Just make a little snack. Kids really love it. Grandkids. Oh my God, grandkids. They'll love you forever. I mean, these cookies, if they don't like berry, you always got chocolate chip. Think about this. That recipe to make the cookie is a simple, basic recipe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these in the refrigerator overnight. I want these to stiffen up, and we're going to come back and we're going to bake these off. Now, why am I doing this? Because I want all those flavors, the vanilla, the raisins, the white chocolate to all get in there and mix with all those flavors so it can be a wonderful, delicious cookie. So, 24 hours and let's bake. Okay, we're back. It has been a good 24 hours, and our cookies have set up and got firmer. So what we're going to do, we put them in here. I've got a little ice cream scoop that I'm going, it's a small one. You can do them as big as you want them. And I have a non-baking sheet pan that I'm going to, I don't have to worry about greasing this. I don't have to worry about doing any of this. It's already a silicone, so it's good. I love these things, guys. All you got to do is just wipe this down and they're ready to go. So I'm just going to add a couple of cookies on here. And I'm making sure I get all the good stuff, the raisinettes that's in here, the white chocolate. And since I want to let them spread out, I'm not going to put them close to each other because I want these babies to spread out and do its thing. I don't want them to bump heads. Okay, so this is going in the oven to about 350. You can time it for 7 minutes all the way up to 15 minutes. Keep checking it. I don't know how well you like your cookies. I don't know if you like them really, really hard, very, very soft. Everybody cooks cookies the way they want. So as long as it gets a nice light golden brown on top or around the edges, it's time to take them out. Okay, these are my white chocolate cranberry cookies. So let's get something to take these up off. Now, I'm going to lift these up and they're still a little warm. I just like my cookies warm. I'm going to be careful because they're still kind of setting up. But I want warm cookies, not hard cookies. Nice, warm, soft cookies. Now, the longer you leave in your cookies, the harder your cookies will get. You can, if you like them crunchy, leave them in longer. If you like them really soft, take them out a little early. Make sure they're not totally raw. So give it about 12 or 13 minutes to get them soft. Or if you like them a little softer, give them about 11 or 12 minutes. You know, these are about 13 minutes. I'd say about 13 and 5 seconds is what I did for these cookies. And here they are. It's this white chocolate cranberry cookies. I hope you enjoy us making this white chocolate and cranberry cookies. Because guess what? I didn't make this by myself. I had the help of you. You and me. We did this together. And we're going to keep on doing plenty more dishes.
Be sure to
Hey.
cook. Today we're going to be doing meatball subs. We're going to do everything homemade. And I'm going to add a little Creole seasoning inside of there. I'm going to give this a great stir. Look at that, guys. I am good to go. I hear you. Yes. Oh my God, that is wonderful. So that was about 4 to 5